Pipeline reviews and forecast analysis. How much of our time do we spend on trying to make a science out of what has traditionally been more of an art? My name is John Golden, President and CEO of Huthwaite. Customer relationship management systems were supposed to deliver that science. And while they've certainly helped in contact management and different types of reporting, you'll likely agree they've not delivered on the level of accurate forecasting and pipeline accuracy we all crave as sales and business leaders. So why is this more important than ever? Well, if you consider that during the boom years you could afford 25 or 30% pipeline fallout because the pipeline overall was so robust and budgets were plenty and replenishment was easy. But over the past few years of the recession, such pipeline fallout has resulted in businesses having to downscale to cope with it because replenishment is not happening at anywhere near the same levels, if indeed at all. In essence, you're trying to scale the expense side of your business to a shrinking pipeline with all the risks that entails if you miscalculate. So now it's easy to see why forecast and pipeline accuracy suddenly becomes very critical. We at Huthwaite recently asked over 330 sales professionals for their perspectives on pipelines in general, as well as the role CRMs play, and the results clearly highlight the challenges. When asked to identify the major cause of forecasting frustration at their organization, over 44% identified stalled opportunities, while another 34% identified unrealistic timelines, that is, overly aggressive close dates. Both of these have major impacts on forecast accuracy and pipeline velocity, and their underlying causes can be directly related to a number of factors. These factors include insufficient or ineffective qualification of the opportunity in the early stages of a sales cycle, misalignment with the customer due to a superficial understanding of their needs and decision criteria, proposing solutions too early in the sales cycle, and not identifying where the customer is in the buying cycle and adopting the incorrect strategies as a consequence, or simply taking shortcuts in the sales process and making assumptions. The antidote to stalled opportunities and wild timeline fluctuations is relatively straightforward. Huthwaite's research shows that world-class sales organizations focus nearly twice as much on the front end of the pipeline, where the funnel is wide and the opportunities to create value are numerous. By focusing on early-stage opportunities, you can quickly identify the opportunities that you are best positioned to win and where you should deploy your resources. This will have a big knock-on effect for pipeline velocity and accuracy later on. Good pipeline management and forecasting first and foremost relies on leading indicators. And leading indicators are found in the early stages of the sales cycle by good buyer analysis and questioning. When asked where their sales managers were spending the majority of their time, 39% indicated that they were focused on late-stage opportunities, trying to get clarity around close dates, while another 34% said they spent their time chasing up their reps to update numbers in the CRM system. Less than a third of them said that the sales managers spent the bulk of their time coaching around early-stage opportunities. So what impact do you think this has? Well, if your sales manager is focused on chasing accurate numbers or helping with late-stage terms and conditions, they're not helping the reps choose the right opportunities to pursue or helping to uncover unforeseen customer problems or provide unanticipated solutions. In short, they are not focused where they can help their reps create real customer value. Okay, so I hear you saying, but surely CRM systems are supposed to help with all of this. You're right. CRM systems were supposed to create greater efficiencies and help sales reps and sales managers use their time more effectively. The reality, unfortunately, turned out to be quite different. While 44% of the senior sales professionals we asked felt that their CRM was a good central repository for recording detailed account and contact information, only 13% of them felt it was a valuable tool that helped salespeople navigate complex deals and close sales. To compound this, 35% resented the time being taken away from selling to perform what they considered to be data entry. So it's safe to say that while CRMs have delivered on the contact management and account information front, they are not perceived by sales reps as something that actually helps close business. Now, add all of this together, and what does it mean for forecast accuracy? Given that the sales reps are not invested in the system or its return to them, it stands to reason that their attention to data integrity is going to reflect this. The majority of sales professionals, over 52%, indicated that they continue to use their traditional method of forecasting. That is, an uneven mixture of objective data and subjective opinions in order to estimate close dates and final revenue numbers. Less than 27% were confident that they had a precise methodology for estimating pipeline stages, close dates, and revenue. In other words, nearly 3/4 of our pool of senior sales professionals indicated that their forecasts and pipelines are built using less than reliable methods. So given the market conditions we're all operating in today, you have to ask yourself, regardless of whether you are an independent contributor, a sales manager, or an executive, can you afford to continue to operate with what essentially amounts to educated guesswork as your guide? After all, however well educated it may be, a guess is still a guess. You will not be able to successfully manage your book of business or operate the business itself if you are not only having to adjust to shifting market conditions, but also to rapidly fluctuating pipelines, and at the same time try to scale the expense side of your business to simply stay in business. Something has to give, and that something is to finally invest the time and energy in a sales process that maps to your business vertical and how you go to market. Proven sales skills that allow you to develop business in a skillful manner that will ensure greater predictability and velocity in your pipeline. A technology-based system that takes subjectivity and guesswork out of the equation and delivers reliable forecast and pipeline data to effectively run a business by. And a mechanism that is integrated into the daily work practice of the reps that allows for coaching and collaboration between reps and managers to close more business more rapidly. If you can combine all 4 of these components, then not only will you have shined a light on the problem of pipeline accuracy, you will actually have addressed it and given yourself a real competitive advantage.